Bonsoir, donc aujourd'hui c'est la deuxième journée du festival. Hier c'était le tapis rouge, aujourd'hui les interviews ont commencé. Comme vous voyez, on est au cœur de Monte-Carlo. On a l'hôtel de Paris qui est juste derrière nous où logent les principales stars. Là à ma droite, on a le casino de Monte-Carlo. Aujourd'hui on a rencontré la star de Nikita, Maggie Q, pour discuter avec elle de cette nouvelle série. On a croisé également Jason Presley de 99-110 qui est venu présenter Call Me Fitz. Qui avons-nous vu aussi Owen Yeoman, du Mentaliste, qui nous a parlé de la saison 4 et un peu de la saison 5, mais vous verrez les images bientôt. Nous avons vu également Sonia Rolland, Audrey Fleurot et quelques autres. Je vous laisse la surprise. Et puis à demain pour de nouvelles aventures.
I wasn't an Asian girl who fought. I was just a girl. First of all, I never wanted to do film. It wasn't something I'd ever thought about doing. And then the second thing was that I wasn't a martial artist like a lot of people said that I was. I mean, I just had no clue how to fight. I used to fight my sisters when I was a kid, but that was about it. I was never trained, and so I'm flattered that people say, "Oh, you're a martial artist and you know all this fighting," but the reality is, I just work really hard. You know, it's not. You know, it's something that I had to learn.
You know, because the show is a half-hour single-camera comedy, I think when people think of comedy and think of a format like that, I'm not the first guy that people think about when they think about a format like that. And so I had to prove to everybody that I was a capable actor, capable of handling a show like that.
Il y a toujours de l'humour en fait, c'est ça qui est réussi je trouve. C'est quand il y a toujours un peu une pointe d'humour dans des situations qu'on a aussi dans Engrenage. Je trouve ce qui est vachement bien, c'est-à-dire qu'il y a un moment c'est tellement leur quotidien que finalement voilà, on peut rire un peu de tout dans des situations où il y a un mec qui est découpé ou je sais pas. Et... C'est peut-être pas vos personnages qui... Ah non, je suis pas la plus représentative à ce niveau-là. C'est pas la...
Les flics entre eux qui ont cette humour.
Ouais.
I'm quite sure that we haven't seen the end of Red John. I'm quite sure that will be the case.
So for you, it's not Red John.
Well, I think it's. I always ask people to remember there was an episode in season 2 where on the walls of the bathroom in Mexico there was a hooker who was killed, and in blood on the wall there was "He is man" written up. And I think the suggestion through Simon was that "He is man" could possibly mean that Red John, he is many. And I think what we're going to find is that Red John isn't just one person; he's a whole society of people. And I think when Jane confronts this character played by Bradley Whitford, Bradley says, "Did you expect me to be some sort of devil with horns? You know, I'm just one guy, I'm just a normal guy." And I think the question that it raises is, Patrick Jane's allowed Red John to become so much more. He becomes representative almost of evil itself. And I think what we're going to find out is that he is actually part of a whole cult or a whole fashion of people who are all working for whatever reason for this person.
Ce que je te disais par rapport à tout à l'heure, c'est que j'ai une envie de brouiller les pistes et d'aller vers des personnages complètement diversifiés, divers, pour que la profession voit ce dont je suis capable.
Because it's very creative.
Difficile, hein?
Hey!